Mm, 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 mm. Sure, the lighting cool. Make sure the lighting cool. Guess that's what I get if I put it on a tripod or something. Yo, 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 what's going on? I'm just gonna give it 5 more minutes. We will start. What was the last time I gave it? I gave it 10 minutes last time or five. I'm gonna give it 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. We'll get started. Mm, mm, mm. I wonder if there's a way I can just mute for the time being while we're giving it 5 minutes. No, I don't think so. Bummer. Oh, I think I can mute. Oh, let me test it out. You learn something new every time on YouTube. I tell you. Mm, 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 mm. All right, let me test this. Okay, bet you can mute. Bet. Let's do it. Nice. We'll get started at 4:05. 3 more minutes. What's going on? What's going on? We start in about 2 more minutes. Let's do it. Oh man. Yo, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? This is not pre-recorded. This is a live video. So let me get in my Zen state. Let me flow for like the next 5 minutes. We're gonna start at 4:05. And if you stick around, we'll do a Q&A at the end. Let's do it. Why you keep starting over? So a lot of people always wonder, what's the reason why I keep starting over? It seems like I can't stay locked in and I can't stay focused. The reason is that we either consciously or subconsciously we're always comparing the end result to ourselves or where we're currently at. So if you just get into business, you may compare yourself to Alex Harmozy. If you get into business, you may compare yourself to Grant Cardone. You might compare yourself to Natalie Dawson. You may compare yourself to Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. You compare yourself to all of these successful people, so you look at the end result and be like, "There's no way I can bridge that gap." So that is one of the main reasons why you keep on starting over, and you keep on starting over as well because you're not worried about the number one priority that's going to push the needle for you in your life. A lot of people want to try to simultaneously get good at things all at once. And there's only so many things in life that you can get great at and great in. So you just pick a handful of things that you can get great in, but doing one thing at a time. Once you can build that trust within yourself with that one thing that you want to push the needle for, let's say it's for 3 months. On average, if you do studies, they say it takes 66 days for something to become a lifestyle. So if you can get to that threshold, and especially 3 months, i.e., being 90 days, you can really change your life for the better, where that's your natural default that's now implemented into your day-to-day schedule, whatever that priority is. And then guess what? You can add another thing to that list. If that's working out, if that's reading more, studying more, being more consistent, and that way you can start what I like to call priority stacking. And that's what we do over at Operator Reset. Y'all can click the link down below. That's my community over at School. School is spelled SKOOL, School app. The CEO of that, I don't know if you heard of the guy, but it's Sam Ovens, and the co-founder is actually Alice Harmozy. So that's what we starting off with. Any questions so far? How to stay more focused and locked in? From which country you belong? I'm over here in the US, brother. How old are you? 25. How you doing, Willie? I'm 25, 25. Any questions before I move forward? All right, I might give it 30 more seconds. I'm gonna get to my next point. Let's see. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, so my next point is this. A lot of people, what they also do is they don't set realistic expectations for themselves. So anytime that you overshoot and you try to jump the gun and you always think about the end result, what would occur is this. You would start off strong, and then the next thing you know, you fall off drastically. Slow and steady wins the race. And I want y'all to take that from this video. Slow and steady wins the race. You want to slowly add. And then sometimes in life, it actually starts with subtracting and removing certain things out of your life. That may be people, places, or things. One of those things is your cell phone. You have to be able to detach from social media at times to really lock in on the desired results. And speaking of the results, fall in love with the journey, fall in love with the process. And I know that's cliche. I know I'm not the first person to tell you that, but fall in love with the process, because if you don't, you're going to fail every time. You're always going to start over. The reason being is because us as humans, we are reward seeking, meaning that it's easier to be locked into something knowing that it's a reward at the end of that. And another thing that humans hate is delayed gratification. So if you have one of these huge goals that's going to take every bit of 5 years, a decade, 15 years, 20 years, it's not realistic to hold out for that end result. So you have to fall in love with the journey, because everybody wants to look at things as winning and losing. In simpletons, nobody like to lose. Everybody is sore losers. But the people that's gonna really make make it in life are the people that's obsessed with trying and obsessed with the journey. So that's another takeaway that I want you guys to take from this live. So I'm gonna give it one more minute and I'm gonna go to my next talking point. And please like the video so we can push this out. This is real content in real time. I don't ever have these talking points written down. I just know that this is beneficial for my life, and I know it should be beneficial for your life as well. Appreciate that like, whoever just like. Appreciate you. Can I do a countdown, a live countdown? Give you guys like 30 seconds. I don't know. Uh, lighting off, lighting on. Do it make any difference? Lighting on, lighting off, lighting on, lighting off. Whatever. See if I got any comments. No comments so far. Press one in the comment section if y'all ready for the next talking point. Mm, 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 mm. I give you a prime example. So I have a client right now, and we we got a booking today. Anyway, shout out to him. I'm not gonna give his initials or anything like that. But one of the things that he said was like, "Man, you inspired me to read. I want to read more." And I said, "Well, for how long do you want to get to a goal of reading for 10 minutes at a time, 20 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time, an hour?" It's a sweet zone with reading. Once you get over like the 40, 45 minute threshold, get it in tight in this into this zen state, so to speak. And he was like, "No, I just want to get into reading." I said, "Okay, that's a good goal." And I said that you just got to build yourself up to it. And that's another thing that helps is that when you talk to people that's where you want to be, you don't get obsessed about their end results. Just be a student. Always be a student and love the process, because he could have got caught up to how long I read. If y'all know me, I can read up to, it's times I didn't read 5 to 6 hours straight. I would read for 2.5 hours on a off day, on a bad day, like on a tired day. And that isn't to discourage anybody, but that's just showing you the end results of what consistency can do for you. But don't obsess about that. You have to start somewhere. They even have the concept that 10,000, it takes 10,000 hours to become great at anything. So most people would be like, well, man, I'm only at hour 7. I'm fresh. I'm brand new. Oh man, I put 100 hours in. Goodness gracious, I got 9,900 more hours to go. What can I do? What can I do to stay locked in? What can I do to get to that end result? Trust the process. Fall in love with that. See, the person that you can't beat is the person that don't care if they win or lose. That is the most terrifying and scariest person you have to face. Is the person that don't care about the results. It's the person that just love the act. They just love acting on a action. If that makes sense. That's the person that you have to worry about. And another thing, to my next point, this is the segue, is that self-talk, positive self-talk. Once again, you probably been told this before, but I remember being 12, 13 years old. And when I first got into like working out, I used to watch Floyd Mayweather workout videos. Why? because unbeknownst to me, in the videos, he used to do self-talk, and I had to do that self-talk right back to myself. He used to tell himself, "Can't nobody beat me, can't nobody beat me," or, "I'll never lose, I'll always win," yada, 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 yada. He would do things like that because positive reinforcement. So I know you guys heard of the placebo effect. So they have another inverse effect, the nocebo effect, where enough self-doubt and self-talk, and it's okay to be down at certain points and you get frustrated or you get upset with certain things. That that happens to me. But what I would never tell myself, I don't put in my own vocabulary. I never say to myself out loud. See, I'm cringing to even think about saying this out loud. I'm about to have to do a, a self confirmation and saying that I'm depressed. I don't accept that whatsoever because when you give words power, they manifest. They manifest. So be very diligent about what and aware about what you say and what you put out into the universe because that'll come back and bite you big time. So I never say that I'm depressed. I don't subscribe to that. I don't subjugate myself to that word. I always tell myself, hey, I find a way. It's okay. I'm here and I'm present. And that's the only thing that I want you guys to push y'all through the hard days when it's hard to stay locked in it, when it's hard to stay consistent. Always give yourself self-talk. Always look at yourself in a better light. Man, I wonder why the viewership's so low today. Maybe because it's Father's Day. I think this is the year everybody care about fathers all of a sudden. Happy Father Day to everybody, yo. So if you got any questions, let me know. If you guys ask a good question, you will get a good response. Remember that. In school when they be like, hey, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Ask a good question, you'll get a good response. If not, I got a time slot. I will be getting out of here shortly. So I'm gonna give you guys. We start at 4:05. I'm gonna give you guys until 4:20 to concoct a question for me pertaining to you and getting more disciplined, focused, and consistent. And once again, I appreciate the likes in advance. All right, I'm giving it to 4:20. Y'all don't got no questions. I'm out of here. Y'all got me live in effect. This is not a pre-recorded video. This is raw and in the moment. So this is you guys that actually pay for this information. So ask a good question while I'm here. Or who knows, if I'm feeling generous next week, next Sunday, I might open up a Q&A again. Mm, 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 mm. One more minute. Paying my debt to society. Mhm. Oh, my goodness. I'm feeling stiff today. 420. Well, if y'all know it, hey, don't make me no difference. I got other clients to address and get to. Hey, y'all know what it is. Don't be stuck and done forever. Let's learn and grow together. See you later. It's Hef.